Okay, I have the feeling we're going to need to do this in a roundabout way, yeah, like that, but that didn't work. Like, since those things apparently split into 4 fireballs when they're hit. Do that, yeah, but... Like, put one there, no, put one there, and then use the fireball that's going to slip off from the other one that's... Hello. This one. 2... No, I guess it's not gonna work anymore, never mind. I think I might have just screwed up. Okay, no, I didn't. Because the dust wasn't coming out of the room. Apparently you need to be standing in a very specific place for it to work. Alright. Well, that didn't really work, but... But we're gonna have to figure this out, because apparently this is the puzzle now. Figure out how to get this thing to blow up right next to that thing. I think I know how I'm gonna do it, though. Put one there, and make that one get hit. There we go. And apparently that was the last blow we needed to inflict, though. So I'm quite glad that that worked. And the briar says goodbye. Well, if this was supposed to be kind of like Link's Awakening, I guess the briar would be like the windfish of this world. Can we go back and save? No, we cannot. We need to press on forward. And, sink. Dude young. We need to know how to swim. I guess we didn't. Let's go get a sandwich or something. Funny you should mention that. Guess what I'm eating right now? I guess in the end, Sage thinks we'd eat adequately. Oh boy. And we were fading away, and we did. Well, that was Anodyne. Pretty neat, I guess, Zelda-like, created by these people. And even though it is very short, it is pretty unique, and I had fun with it. And it was made in about half a year, give or take. Which is a pretty good effort, considering. But, well, I don't know. Japanese localization. Apparently this was localized in Japan. I wonder what they thought of it, because... This did give me a slight Yume type vibe, I guess, at some points. And you know, it does dwell in some themes of loneliness and spirituality and onirism, which I understand is pretty popular stuff in Japan. And you know, in terms of being of conveying its I guess its identity in this regard, it was actually, well, it could have done things badly, because a lot of the time when I see stuff like trying to be unique or deep or whatever, it does that in a kind of a ham-handed way, but this actually managed to do it in a pretty subtle and effective way, so I really need to commend it for that. It's not every day I see something that handles things like this, and I approve. Well, time for the cash. Apparently the bats are called annoyers, and Pew pew, shieldy, seer mover. Well, things are kind of off-center, but I guess for the most part the names that they've given them do match their roles in the game. And this boss was named Wall. And apparently the Pyromaniac Hockey Mask guy was the Watcher. And the big eyeball dude was of course the manager. I guess the clowns were contortionists. Empila's servant Arthur Javiera. I'm not quite sure which is which. I guess one of them was a dude, I don't know. I think we only saw the follower in one room though. I could have sworn it was another instance of Briar randomly appearing, but I guess it was its own thing. The shopkeeper that we never bought anything from, Goldman, oh his name was actually Goldman, the goldfish. And that's where the joke about his last name not being Sachs came from. And those monsters that we saw in the labyrinth were chasers. And the Cube Kings. And the hexagons were space faces. So alright. I did enjoy it, but I'm pretty sure it's not over yet, because there's one more thing we can do after all the main stuff is done with. We have the ability to explore Young's world with almost no limitations through the swap. Which is what I've been waiting for the entire game pretty much, so let me go ahead and open up the note where I wrote down all of these locations where we couldn't get to before, because now we can swap tiles around pretty much at our will, at our mercy. Oh, I guess Wares didn't make it to the credits, that's kinda weird. Here we go. Well, a lot of these places that looked like they led somewhere but were blocked by a barrier. Were behind some of the second tier bosses. Or second half of the game bosses, rather. So let's go and... I'm sorry, what did you say? Alright, apparently no one really knows what the deal is with this world, so let me go ahead and equip the swap. We can now use it however we want and do shit like this, which means we can go anywhere we please. Well, we can go here too. We couldn't really enter this stairway, but now we can, because we can do that. Okay, how do I actually... Do I need to turn this off? No, that doesn't really seem to... I guess the stairway doesn't actually lead anywhere. That's weird. Can we move it and then enter? No, we can't. I guess that stairway was just a red herring. But let me see if we can at least find the portal to get out of here. Oh, there it is. And visit some of the places that I did write down. Okay. So there should be one place we can get to here in the Nexus that we couldn't reach before, if I can find the place that I apparently wrote down. Yes, I don't care. I'm trying to put that over there so I can do this and find out that it doesn't actually lead anywhere. That's weird. Apparently wrote down that there's a room in the lower, or in the right half of the Nexus that I couldn't reach before. But I'm not really seeing it well. Actually, let me go ahead and this is the Yeah, this is the interdimensional rift kind of place. But this is the hotel. Let me just move that wall over there and go to the first floor. Because one of the places we could... alright, we can still drown, I guess. But that's perfectly fine. You... okay. We can make a bridge. But that still won't help us. I'm just gonna use a normal broom for this because it's a lot easier. Just right over this thing. And make it pass. And I did note this place. We couldn't really see what was behind it before, but now we can. Apparently there's not really anything in particular here, just a broom. A room. We might have just gotten stuck actually because we can't really get out of this, but fortunately we can in fact return to the entrance. Oh boy. So I guess that's one place out of the way. The room after the eyeball boss, alright. Check. So let's just go to the portal here in the rift. Is there anything in the rift that I wrote down? Or maybe this is what I meant by the nexus. Actually, I think it might have been. Oh yeah, it was. Now I remember. There was something that you could see in the lower right of one of these screens that you couldn't reach because it was far away. Yep, there's some stairs leading down there, but we can't really get to it. But now we should be able to if I can do this right. Hello? Or maybe not. Alright. Hello? Oh, they don't lead anywhere. Let's return to the nexus. So, I have a feeling a lot of these aren't actually going to lead anywhere. But I do want to see what's behind them just in case. I do recall this, if we go to the big maze with all of the 8-bit chasers inside. There are some more things. Well, hang on a minute. Have we been over there? I guess we haven't. There's actually stuff here, even if... I guess this is where they put tiles that they didn't use. That's my guess. But let me see what else. Well, this is the place I was talking about, and if you look, the red gem above the door isn't actually lit, and we're still missing a few cards, so I guess they could be found there. We can now explore this place however we please. We can get to places we could never get to before. And a lot of these rooms actually have stuff in them, or are traversable. And I do recall that if we make it to like one of the edges, I think it was in the lower right, I think we find something that I think was meant to be found by, you know, players who could use this after they beat the game. Hello? This swap trick. Oh shit. And if it's not there, then I'm pretty sure it'll be in one of these, the rooms nearby, but we're gonna have to move quickly, I guess, if we don't want to get caught by this guy. Except he doesn't actually look this way. Alright. Couldn't get to this room before, but apparently there's a stone here, so what's it say? Look, I'm trying to put you there. Don't anger the chasers with the violence. Seems like sound advice. So can we go any further to the right? Well, we can make it into Glitchland, but that kind of gets resolved immediately after we leave. It kind of makes me think that this is supposed to be like, maybe Glitch World in Link's Awakening, and I got hurt by something. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on. You can just walk past all of these guys and not even care until you run to that one. Well, we all remember what the series that Mega G Wolf did once for this sort of thing. Link's Awakening. Because I'm pretty sure you can actually... It's actually really easy to break the original version of Link's Awakening and end up in a place that looks a lot like that. But I'm pretty sure I'm looking for this... I'm kind of scouring this map to find this one place that has this sort of content that kind of makes it look like you were supposed to find this. Once you have this power to just move shit around however you want. But I need to actually survive to make it there. Might as well save while we're at it. Well, that first expedition didn't really lead anywhere, so let me see if... well, not that way. Can I... Oh, I can just jump over this. What the hell am I doing? Alright, there's a chest there. Could never have gotten this if not for this trick, but now we can. And sure enough, it has the chaser card. Also, I think... I don't know if you can see this, but I think I just unlocked an achievement. Apparently I'd never done this before, even though I... Okay, wait. Can we not get any more cards? Because the achievement I just got was 100% the game with 37 cards, so this might in fact have been the last card. Everything in this page that isn't the goldfish is just a red herring. That's weird. Don't get violent around me. Sounds reasonable. But we might as well finish exploring this place before I quit. And move on to the next thing, which, to be fair, I think will take a while. Alright. I think there's one room in this that involves these chaser guys. And very quick movement. I do seem to remember that's what the gist of that is. Well, there's a portal. I don't think we could have ever gotten to that. Nope. Okay, I never got into this place. Oh, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is it, yeah. So there's some rats. I guess we're gonna go back to the normal room. Okay, and you notice, I guess we're supposed to survive that, but every time you swing the broom, those guys get faster. That's what they mean by them not liking violence, I guess. So, I guess you jump over the rats. And try to make it so that you can get past these guys. Alright. I think we can survive this. I hope we can survive this. Actually, not entirely so. Oh, what? We can't jump over the block. Okay, we might be dead, if that's the case. I thought these were holes that we could jump over, but I guess they're not, because I can't do that. But that's another room we managed to get past. Oh man, silverfish. I have the feeling we need to kill all of these with one swing, and that's the idea. Or else this guy will get too fast. There we go. Well, later listen if you're going. Oh boy. I need a moment to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, I think I need to press that thing in the upper right and problem is that we'll get all of these guys moving. And then do the whole 2 jumps in rapid succession thing. Shit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Actually, wait a minute. I also need to kill the slimes. Because I noticed that those gates on the right haven't actually opened. Well, maybe I can swap, I don't know. No, the swap won't work here, never mind. So this is like a bonus challenge, I guess. This whole area. Okay. Also, well, I guess they don't actually move until... Okay. Until... They don't actually start moving until we step in front of them. So we can just... we can kill everything we want as long as we haven't triggered their movement yet. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. 10. Our reward for doing all that is the torch card. Alright, there are more cards. Or at least 1 more card. I don't know if there's more after this one. And the torch is just here to lead us astray. Well, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to go back the long way around, but well, it looks like that's all the cards though, because I'm pretty sure if we visit all of these portals, they will all have the red gem lit. Except possibly the... possibly for the Lavender Town looking place, the Monochrome City. No, that one's also lit, so I think that's actually all of the cards. There's 38 of them. And if there's more, I honestly wouldn't know where to look for them. Hang on. Well, before I do conclude this... Oh shit, wait a minute. I guess I might as well go through the rest of, or the remainder of this list of unreachable places that I've had done. It looks like, oh yeah, there were a few rooms in this area that I couldn't get to, I don't think, but we could see. Those things... But I don't know, I thought that maybe, well, maybe the temple grounds. All I have written down right now is temple grounds, so this might actually refer to this outdoor area. So let me go ahead and explore around a little more. Now that I can use this at will again. Well, we can't swap those things out though, I guess. Now is it because of this? No, that... I guess it mustn't have been, because... I think I might have just gotten stuck. I have a feeling this will happen a lot if you try to explore like I'm doing right now. Well, I'm not quite sure what this particular item was referring to, but I have a couple more. The lower part of the overworld, and a couple of more rooms after the bosses. So, off to this place I am again. Apparently there was a place in the lower part of this kind of hub area that looked suspicious to me at one point. I should probably try to find a save point so I can heal. Well, I am looking all over the place. I guess it might have been that, yeah, because it does look like, No, you stay there. Why can't I walk on you? But then I could, alright. You get over there and see if I can actually get here, because this does apparently count as part of the map. But it doesn't seem to lead anywhere, it just leads to another dead end. There's there's nothing under the rocks or anything. And I have the feeling that if I try to go past these... Never mind, I guess I found another extra card. It's a rank card, okay. So no, I guess there are actually more cards, but we need to look for them in... Money doesn't grow on trees. In places that we never would otherwise. And we can fall off the edge of the world, I guess, if we're not careful. But I guess that's another one of the... Actually, wait a moment. Can we get here? Yes, we can, but then we end up there. Alright. Go back to the Nexus. Well, I mean, playing this with no guide. I didn't have a guide. I'm pretty sure I've never gotten all the cards either. Like, playing through the actual game without, oh shit. Playing through the actual game without... Or up until the point where you actually beat the game and get the unlimited swap isn't really something that's unintuitive. I mean, it's just a challenge, like one of the Game Boy Zeldas. But then you are given unlimited freedom, and you have to, I guess, go on a big treasure hunt to get absolutely everything. But what's weird is that I'm pretty sure... actually, wait a moment. Okay, I thought that maybe... that maybe I had already gotten all the achievements, but no. Well, if I go to this game's achievement page, I guess I'll let it load while I'm on the way to the next place I'm trying to reach, which is the circus level. Can't remember if... Oh yeah, actually never mind, I do remember. There is one hidden achievement, and if I had to guess, I'm guessing it would be get all the cards. I don't remember exactly where the boss room was. I think it was... yeah, I just realized I can't actually do that. Alright, here we go. So the achievements page loaded, but I guess I might as well get to where I'm trying to before I check that. There we go, this is the boss room, and if we keep going we will find a place where the two circus people are still lying dead. And we can now interact with them, I guess, or not. We can put a wall where one of them is. But now we can actually go past this point. Yes, I wasn't trying to read that thing again. I guess we're making human sacrifices to the scene one who was the first boss. That's pretty much all I gathered from that. Oh hey, we can... Actually, what can we do with this? I guess we can't actually get rid of the sprite in this area, but we can move the objects around. That's kind of strange. Well, I guess that's one more page off of the, or one more entry off of the checklist for that kind of thing. Let's see. So the achievements in this are finding the boom, activating the windmill, defeating the briar. All of these are normal stuff that you do while you're trying to finish the game. And there's also 100% game with 37 cards, which I just unlocked. There's 100% the game under 3 hours, which I guess would technically be possible because this is actually pretty short. But it would take some effort. And there's one more hidden achievement, which if I had to guess would be get all the cards. But I have no idea where they are. So I mean, I almost I got all the gems in Zelda Souls, so I guess if I was determined enough, I could find it, or find all the cards, but I don't know. I mean, technically I did play through Zelda Souls twice, once on my own time and once for the stream. And I was kind of hungry and unsatisfied with the way the non-100% ending worked, so I kind of was trying to push myself to get everything for the stream. What am I doing? I'm trying to do this. So there's only one place left to check that I think I will actually check right now, and that is the room that comes after the boss in the apartment, which is where we are right now. I'm having a hard time remembering how we get there. I think we need to take the elevator. Oh, not the elevator, the stairs, that's right. This place doesn't have an elevator. Guess it's like a duplex though, if it does have multiple levels. And remember, this is supposed to be Blank's, or not Blank, but why the hell did I say Blank? Young's apartment. I don't even know why the name Blank came into my mind. It might have been because I've been playing Final Fantasy IX and one of the characters there is called Blank. But I honestly couldn't tell you, also. Well, is this the way to where the boss is? I guess it must be. Alright, I didn't remember this at all. And I'm getting lost because I've already forgotten how to traverse all of these places. I think this is where I want to go though. Yeah, this is where the boss fight was, and this is where we get the card. And this is where we can't go down the stairs until now, and we end up on this balcony that has nothing else in. I think I'm sensing a pattern in these rooms. Okay, we can go past the barriers. I wasn't sure if we could. And if we go too far, we end up in Glitch World, and if we try to return from there, we can't actually go anywhere. So apparently that's like the case with all of these post-boss rooms that we couldn't access until now. So let me see. I think that's all of the stuff I wanted to check though. Actually, wait a minute. No, apparently there was one more place that I guess forgot about because it was in the circus dungeon. So let's go back there now. And once that's done, I think I will put this down. Also, I should probably actually focus the chat window so I can read what's being said. Alright. It says the right half and the upper middle half. So let me see if I can reach those places. Well, not if I try to traverse them like this, I can't. Alright, can't go that way. Need to use a regular broom, I guess. Hello? So keep my eyes out for anything suspicious, I suppose. Anything that I couldn't normally access. So not in here. No, we've been to all of these rooms before. I don't know if we could. Alright, I think this is the place I was thinking of. That I guess is actually connected though, because I think we can reach a similar room that was off the map, yep. And this actually does connect to this place, alright. I completely forgot about these rooms. I guess they don't can't actually find anything else of interest there though. So... Well, unless I can find something else that seems inaccessible without the swap. I don't know. I think that's pretty much gonna be that. So let me go ahead and return to the Nexus and save. And apparently I've only had 5 deaths over the course of that entire game. So I'd say that was pretty good. But, and it only took me 5 hours, or less than 5 hours technically, to get to the whole thing. And start hunting those extra goodies. But that does, in fact, run out my list of suspicious looking places that I knew I was going to be able to access with the swap, but couldn't get to before, so I think that's going to be the game for now. That was Anodyne, pretty neat game. I'm sure, or not I'm sure, I'm pretty certain it's a fairly cheap deal on Steam. I don't know if it's on GOG, I should probably check that actually. But well, I'm sure to a certain someone got it for me. It was on sale. GOG Anodyne. Yep, it's also on GOG, so there's that. And you know, well worth it. Well worth the price, as you can see. Pretty neat game. Pretty whimsical and unique, and it has a pretty neat soundtrack, so there is that as well. I actually don't know if there's any way to get the soundtrack to this, or if you just have to... Oh, wait, I just realized I just scrolled down and you can in fact buy the OST for $5. Which I might at one point. There's a couple of game soundtracks that I want to buy at some point, but I guess if those are the kinds of things that ever get on sale, I'm waiting for that to happen. But now that we've pretty much completed with the game for now, I'm going to look for one of these songs in the playlist to fill the small window of dead air that's going to follow. Whilst I mentioned that I... Actually, wait a minute. Yeah. Just checking something. I'm gonna take a quick break, like always, and then we'll be going over to livestream to finish up the Firefly saga that I've been kind of showing, with the final episode of the series and the movie, which I just realized I forgot to transfer from the external hard drive, so I'm gonna have to do that as well. But because the movie is actually twice as long, it's actually feature length, and it's twice as long as the actual normal episode duration, I'm kind of glad that we're starting a bit early, so I will see you over there in a few minutes.